Hollywood has no new ideas. Let's talk about it. Because we were actually having this conversation the other day. And I said that I can't think of any big franchise that they haven't either remade or are still making money out of.
Yeah.
I couldn't really think of one. Like, only maybe Back to the Future, but...
What, in terms of it's finished?
I don't even know, because you will probably see a remake coming soon.
Yeah, there'll be a remake of that at some point.
Yeah, and I don't know if Back to the Future musical counts, because there is a musical going on. But probably at some point, I think they would have continued it if the main actor hadn't become ill, but probably at some point they've recast it. But any big franchise you can make of, they're still making movies. I just seen they're doing another Planet of the Apes. I thought we ended that story. I thought we ended that.
Because it's the future.
No. That was it.
All I saw was the teaser, so I'm not sure where they're going. But obviously, it's my guy's son, isn't it? Is that what they're doing? Caesar's?
I haven't even seen the teaser yet.
Yeah, Caesar's. Yeah. I mean, but the lack of creativity, I can definitely support that. They don't. Yeah, they can't come up with new ideas.
So real lack of creativity in Hollywood. They're milking the hell out of Star Wars.
They've destroyed Star Wars. Don't get me upset. What was that? I was having a good day. They've destroyed Star Wars. Disney and what they've done with those last 3 movies. It's an absolute outrage and disgrace. And they should be banned from movie making.
What do you think of the Star Wars shows though?
They're good. Some of them are good. I like Mandalorian's good. Mandalorian's good. Season 3 I didn't get through, so I'm not sure about season 3.
Yeah, but we were struggling.
Yeah, we struggled with that. Season 1 and 2 were good. Ahsoka was okay. Ahsoka had some good things about it. What else is there? You know what? I heard people loved Andor. Not me.
Well, they might come for you.
Yeah, let them come.
The Andor lovers.
Let them come. The pace was slow. I was falling asleep and waking up. I was fuming. Things that were supposed to happen in an episode were taking a whole episode to build towards, and then another one.
It was painful.
Yeah,
a little bit.
But in general, the series have been good. They've been better than the movies. The movies have been appalling. Like the series, you can forgive. Like, I speak harshly sometimes, but you can forgive little things here and there. And it's like, you made a decent. Not every series is going to be epic. Not every series is going to be Stranger Things. It's not gonna do that.
Not everything can be.
But in general, you maintain a standard. But the movies are just ridiculous. It's an absolute embarrassment, in my opinion.
Yeah, they should have never done that.
Destroys everything that was built previously. So don't get me started on that. But I agree with the lack of the creativity being a little bit absent, and them having to keep redoing stories and retelling stories. Yeah, I think even
Baba spoke about that. Like, you're going to see it's done, they've peaked. You're going to just see a lack of creativity in that field. Mm-hmm. I mean, to be honest, even when we were talking about if stuff was original stories, that's iffy, because even a lot of concepts you would have seen over the years were taken from older cultures or older stories.
Right.
Name and point, Lion King, we know where that comes from. Right. The story of Horus, Osiris, and Set or
Hara,
Asar,
and Satok.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And just other stuff. So
yeah, it's always been a thing where they're using their movies and taking some of our knowledge or some of our ancient cultures or some of the stories that have been told that they've received from even our teacher and putting them into movies. And they've always used movies to kind of inform their own or teach their own or give their own an idea of what is really going on behind the scenes in this world and beyond this planet and so on and so forth. Hence you see a lot of their movies dealing with aliens and stuff like that. So there's always been a certain reliance on others, and let's be honest, when you're dealing with this last age of existence, that's really the definition of it. There's no originality with this people that have ruled the planet in recent times. They are like the moon, literally. They don't have their own light, their own source, their own heat source. They have to reflect off of others the same way the moon reflects off the sun. It's the same way these people reflect off sun people. With the main of those being us as soul beings, we have that natural creativity and that natural emotional expression, and they've always lacked in that. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the creativity that you've seen whether it's in their movies or in their big technological advancements or in their inventions, it's really been us behind the scenes. And obviously when you put together that video onto Logic, just trying to dealing with a lot of the inventors.
Yeah, the black inventors.
And you start to realize, hang on a sec, we invented most of these things, that you wouldn't know. And it's okay being behind most of these things, but most people wouldn't know. They'll just presume that it was some white guy in the lab that was creating all of these things. But when you actually go into it and you look into it, some of the most used inventions that really defined the modern world, we were behind them. Even going through what we were going through, the oppression that we were going through, we were still finding our spare time between our torture to be, you know what, let's make this, exactly, and let's make that. And so that has to be pointed out. So even when you go to a lot of their movies or a lot of their creative moments, we were behind it anyway. We just weren't getting the credit, nor making the money, or being put as the face of it. But we were there. And so, yeah, they've lacked creativity from time. But even what they were able to produce, they've peaked. They peaked with Endgame, I'm telling you.
That's what we said. We said Endgame was the peak of cinema. It's only downhill from here. It's been downhill for Marvel since then. Let's be real.
Let's be real. I love Marvel, man.
But we are Marvel. And just as movie buffs, I'm bored.
Yeah, Marvel ain't it's not the same. Yeah, Infinity War and Endgame. Yeah. And then what's the latest movie?
What, Marvel?
Yeah, I don't even. Is it Doctor Strange? What was the latest
movie?
We saw
Guardians of the Galaxy. We did we liked that.
We liked that, but before that I was watching Doctor Strange running from Scarlet Witch for his entire movie.
yeah.
After he got spanked by Spider-Man in Spider-Man's movie. So the peak for me was that Endgame, but in general, creativity is lacking.
What's the single worst remake you've ever seen?
One of the Star Warses. One of the that's a sequel. You mean like a remake?
Sequel. Sequel and remake.
Yeah. If we're doing sequel, then it's just one of those latest 3 Star Warses. They're all a blur to me. But check out one of the fight scenes in one of the movies. Just check out the YouTube breakdown on how bad the fight scene. I can't remember which movie it is. It might be the second one of the 3 latest ones, and I think it's Kylo Ren and what's her name?
Ray
Skywalker, Palpatine, whatever it is.
Ray Skywalker, Palpatine.
Fighting against the people in red, and watch the breakdown of how poorly choreographed that fight scene is. But yeah, as far as remakes, I don't know. There's probably been some poor ones. You got to spark my memory.
I mean, for me, it was either the live action Lion King or Jungle Book. I didn't need that Lion King.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite movies growing up. I didn't need to see that live action one. I didn't need it.
It was a bit of a letdown, especially when I heard who was involved. I thought they're at least going to make good music. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it, but that would be on the list.
Definitely on the list. But yeah, what can I say? Just wanted to throw that one out there because once I saw another remake,
sent me over the edge.
The amount of Transformers movies, I didn't think those were required. I've been seeing.
Transformers.
Indiana Jones, like what?
Yeah, you need to give my man a break.
Since the 70s,
Harrison Ford is tired. Just let him stop.
Just let him rest.
He needs to rest. He can't be making. Stop it. Stop it.
It's time to end that.
He was tired. You saw how tired he looked in Star Wars.
It's like
he was like,
just kill me off. In this movie.
Yeah, I can't. So, yeah. But that's it. That's what you're seeing. Yeah, just a lack of remake. You know what? Wasn't really too happy. I wasn't really too fond of the Matrix. That's what I would say.
What was it called?
Resurrections, the fourth one. But that's what they're doing with a lot of things. They're going back and remaking it or continuing a story that was really done and finished. And that's the situation what we're seeing because the lack of creativity means they need to go back and say, well, okay, we made money off this in the past. We need to make money again. Let's try it. Let's try bringing it back.
They're trying to milk the hell out of everything.
They are indeed. So yeah, tough times for movie watchers. Yeah.